Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody. Oh, am I doing the full intro today? Welcome back.
You are.
To the Geekenders. We're here hanging out. People, I'm not cool with the dab.
Why not?
Not a big dab
They've
fan.
come back around, I think. They're cool again now. Chat, please.
Sure. Yep.
Chat, please confirm.
Yep. And to
Continue. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
like a visceral reaction to you.
She's just gonna be dabbing the whole time.
I'm sorry. No, I'll rein it in.
Don't like it. Came back around too bad again. It went from bad back to bad.
To good though. It was good there for a second, right? It would have to be, otherwise it wasn't a loop. It was just a line from bad to still bad.
It's a spiral. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Today we are joined by the wonderful, I'm gonna say, star of stage and screen, star of, more importantly, good game. Let's just get that out there. Thank you for being a part of that. But also from the old IGN days to the new, streaming it, doing it, being very, I'm gonna say, extra horned up for the ghoul from Fallout. Naomi Kyle's here.
Who isn't though?
Hi. Yeah, that's right. That's why the meme went viral. Hello, everybody agrees.
I'm so glad we got you on, Naomi.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah.
I don't think we've met before, right?
We have, yeah, but we haven't had
past.
Prolonged interaction. Yeah, so I'm excited.
That's right. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited to be here and be part of you guys' show.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm here.
Apologies in advance. Yeah. For what should be a ride. Yeah.
You were on my show too back in the day.
Yes.
For Caffeine. Remember?
Hell yeah. That was, by the way, I just want to say.
Pre-COVID days.
That best water I've ever had anywhere. There was like a water machine. That was my favorite thing. I've been obsessed with the idea of a water machine that does like cool waters.
What?
Fancy waters. They call it fancy waters.
So I've been several places in LA, which by the way, it's the most LA thing in the world, but I'm super jealous and I want one and I just don't even care.
Okay.
There are machines that I guess you would hook up to like filters or whatever, and it's a water machine, but it has like buttons, so many buttons of water.
Okay.
And like flavors of water.
Okay.
And like water magic, like just magical water things. Sure. And as a full-on hydro homie, I need that in my life.
Is that a term, or did you just come up with that just now?
Hydro homie?
No. That's r/hydro homie. Shout out to my hydro homies. You're the best. Yeah. Stay hydrated, bros. That's it.
So what
makes water
buttons did you
fun.
hit?
Yeah.
What water did you drink?
So there was a sparkling variation. There was one that was I'm trying to think there was like flavored. I got a filtered with like a little like boop of was it cucumber? It was something. It was like boop. It was delicious.
Oh.
Now here's the thing. I don't know. I don't think it was a real cucumber in there. I'm sure it was like cucumber
flavored.
Juice. Yeah. Like something that wasn't really cucumber.
Artificial cucumber.
I loved it, and I'm just blown away that exists, and I'm like, how much is that? Would it be an investment? Could I justify this purchase? Where would I find that thing? How could I get it? I'm obsessed with it. It's been every time I forget it exists, I'm sucked back in to be like, oh, that's the thing I want the mostest in the whole world.
Have you been in the like TikTok like water discourse? Have you seen any of that?
No. Well, I heard about how people are trying to hydrogenate or add hydrogen to water. And it's like, there's already hydrogen. What are you doing?
No, the thing. So there's been like this huge surge of people being like, I'm going to prep up some water today. And it's like kind of an extreme version of what you're talking about, Jesse, where like they'll have water, but they'll add so much stuff to it that there's like a discussion of, does it still count as, is it still water when you've added all that stuff? And you know, there's like on one side, it's,
what do you mean by all that stuff? Hold on. What when you say
like,
add all, like if you add
like tons of flavoring and stuff,
carbonation, it like, you know, like suddenly it's not water anymore. But if it's like water plus fruit, I guess it's still water.
Yeah, not that. not that. So like water with like a bunch of like packets and flavorings and all sorts of stuff in it. And yeah, on one side, there's people saying, hey, if you hate the taste of water, my dad hates drinking water, hates it. What? Yeah. So I was like, I get it, because I grew up with somebody who was like, I'm not drinking water. That's disgusting. So they're like, if you're somebody who needs to be drinking more water and you can add like a flavoring something to it that encourages you to drink water, then sure, go for it, right? And then on the other side, but it's not, does it still count as water? Because a lot of the stuff that we drink is a base of water with stuff
juice
inside
is water.
Of it. Yeah. So it's, anyway, I just wondered, since it seemed like you were passionate about this water machine you'd like to have, I was curious if you had ever seen anybody be like, I'm going to prep up my water for the week and add a bunch of stuff to it.
I've not seen water preppers, but I have seen people who try to like sell you on living water, which is like apparently the new thing. It's like living water. And it's like, this water is living and it's $28. And I'm like, okay, but like, what's that mean exactly?
Right.
And so I've deep dived and I've done the research. And let me tell you, most of the research online is by people also selling you the water. So right away, I'm like, I don't know that I trust any of this. So, I don't know what that means. It sounds like a lot of like, we put more hydrogen in it, like that kind of thing. We're like,
right.
Did you though? Did you?
Yeah.
So just like, I don't know, mineral water. That's easy. You can drink that. You'll be fine. Water. Yeah. Don't drink the Coke water. Drink the water. You'll be fine.
Drink water. Yeah.
I drink Liquid Death. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely, I do. And what's crazy
that sounds like coffee.
It does. It's just water.
Oh yeah, it does. It does have. It's just water though. It murders your thirst. I'm not. It's not sponsored, by the way. I just really like that water.
It's just a brand of water.
A brand of water.
Like
it's
Fiji
called Liquid
or anything
Death.
else. Okay.
Yeah. You're in England. You probably are like.
I haven't
know about the cool waters.
I haven't seen the cool waters, dude. So much has changed in like 4 years, 5 years.
Liquid Death is like a great placebo because it comes in a can that is the exact size and shape of any energy drink, like Monster
or beer.
Yeah. And so you just like crack it open, and then you're like gulp, 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 water, and it's a weird kind of, I don't know, like mental substitute for a soda.
Makes you drink more water.
Liquid Death is in the UK. People are saying, I just don't go out enough again.
Yeah, don't you live in a town of like 3 people? You, Sam, and Clark, and the ghosts that haunt the woods.
Yeah, basically. That's that's essentially what's going on here. And then all the dogs that go on walks. Yeah. It's just us and the dogs.
Just dogs.
They're walking themselves.
As far as the eye can see. Yeah. It's a paradise, really.
Instead of horses, just packs of dogs.
Wild dogs. Those exist.
They do.
Yeah.
Not necessarily wolves or wild dogs, just like unleashed very small dogs, like little tiny Boston
Poodles.
Terriers. Like, yeah,
Boston
packs
Terrier.
of them. Just like running through the forest. Yeah.
Yeah. They're free
Avoiding
and happy,
eagles.
you know? Literally. We have such an eagle problem out here. Just big birds of prey all over the place. And every time my mother-in-law's little Dachshunds are out, I'm like, one of these days. Thank God we have geese, even though they hate us. They also hate the eagles, so we win.
Forces of nature.
Why? I've never heard anyone say, we have an eagle problem. I just never heard that come out of anyone's mouth ever.
When we first moved here, a tree on the edge of the property had like a whole family of these gigantic birds. And in the like neighborhood, you know, like Facebook, whatever, there were posts where people were like, watch out, because there's all these big birds of prey that are out right now, and they're grabbing like baby animals from these farms. Just like keep an eye out, basically. And we were like, oh my God, they're literally on our property. So that was around the time that we started discussing like, what could we get that would make an eagle or whatever these are go, I'm not going to bother. And we decided on geese, and it's worked out. The geese just, one of the geese just hates everybody is the only issue. So.
A mean geese.
Yeah. I mean, I think most geese are mean, but we held out hope because we like raised them and they were so social and so nice. And then they hit puberty and now they're just mean, dude. All they want to do is kiss and yell at stuff, you know?
What?
It's just like a teenager.
Okay.
Do you think he'll calm down after a while? Do you think he'll chill out and be like, I had my fun time, but now I got a family. I gotta grow up.
Well,
honk.
you know, geese, unlike us, they have like a time of year that they do a lot of kissing, and then they're over kissing for a while. So we're hoping that when kissing time is done, they'll chill out.
Look, that's my favorite time too. I get it, geese. I get it,
Kissing
geese.
time's the best.
When kissing time comes around, I'm like, all right, sure.
They're deep in kissing time currently. We're hoping once, you know, the kissing time is done, they'll be nice again. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Don't they emigrate? Don't they like fly in their, you know, the whole fly? What was that movie that Anna Paquin was in? Didn't she have geese? This is way back.
She was like in the hovercraft thing. Hovercraft.
Yeah.
She's on like the glider, and the geese like honk honk honk. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
People are like,
fly away home at a certain point.
Fly away home is apparently
Fly Away Home.
I've never seen that before.
I was like, fly home. Yeah. You haven't seen it.
I haven't. No.
But you know of it.
I know of it. Yeah, but I've never. I don't even know what it's about.
It's about geese.
Yeah, trying to get them home.
It's like Free Willy.
It's Flight Path Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, geese are Canadian too, which is cool. I'm from Canada.
Yeah, so there you go.
There you go.
Let me ask you a Canadian question.
Yes.
Molson or Labatt?
It's Molson. It's got to be Molson.
Okay. All right. I'll hold you to that.
Are you a Labatt?
I don't know what that means.
No, I'm just curious. You know what, Dodger? It wasn't for you. Okay. That was for the Canadians out there.
But pretend.
Are we keeping it secret?
Pretend that I'm
it's a secret.
A viewer. Pretend that I'm a listener.
Go Google it, listener.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
How do I spell it? Zubat, like the Pokemon, I assume. Zubat.
Molson.
Just like Zubat.
Molson.
I feel bad. We should just tell her.
Okay. All right. Zubat is just trying to prove himself. r/Pokemon. I don't think that's it.
No.
All right. It's just beer. It's literally just. It's not that complicated.
It's just beer.
It's 2 types of beer.
Okay. Cool.
It's not that complicated. It's not
beer
a Zubat.
Brands. Beer brands.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
No, 2 beer brands. All right, Molson's it's a good choice. There's no wrong answer there.
Yeah, I worked near like a couple blocks down from a Molson factory actually that made the beers.
Oh,
so
did it have that like weird like hoppy stink? when you were near it?
It was not good. In the mornings, you drive past it, you're like, just wish I didn't have to smell this every day.
Yeah. There's a place that's near one of my sibling in-laws that's like a brewery, but they also do food. And the food is really good, but every time I walk in, I'm like,
a little something.
there's a little stank in here. You know?
I wonder if that's good though. You know, like, sure, you imagine a brewery should smell like you're brewing something, but also a little stank. I feel like maybe something's up. Like,
check your stuff. Like check your batch.
Yeah, like
something's off. Yeah.
What are you cooking back there?
You know what? I was talking today about. Are you guys the sort of people where you can just eat eggs for a long time, or do you start to eat eggs and then you're suddenly like, now it tastes like eggs and I hate it?
Now I hate eggs. Yeah. I go through egg phases.
Same.
Yeah. I'll be like all about them for like 2 months, and then I'll just be like, I just want oatmeal now.
Yeah.
I'm no longer an egg girly. It's over.
Yeah. For me, I think it's specifically scrambled eggs that this happens for me with, where I'll be eating scrambled eggs. Yeah. I'll be eating scrambled eggs and I'll take like 4 bites and then be like, I hate this suddenly. Like, I don't know what happened. It tasted fine and now it tastes like eggs and I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
And I wonder if it's a different type, like you would have more success eating a different form of egg, like hard-boiled eggs or fried or
Yeah, because if it's a scramble where there's a bunch of stuff in there, it's different. But if it's just egg, like pure egg.
No ketchup.
I hit a wall. I hit an egg wall.
Yeah. Because eggs are just, I don't know, it's like a meat or something. It's like I don't know. They have a weird flavor too when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever...
I can't do any.
Like when they're runny and stuff, it's like...
You don't like eggs at all, Jesse?
Eggs? Ever?
I liked eggs, but the last 2 times I've eaten eggs, I've gotten sick. I don't know if I developed an egg allergy or an egg illness or something, but like the last 2 times, there were 2 totally different types of eggs. One was like a scramble, like you said, and then the one time before that was just like an over easy situation. And both times I got sick. And so now I've just been avoiding eggs because I don't want to get sick again. I'm like, I don't want to try it. I don't want to go back to eggs. I haven't had eggs in like months.
Man.
Yeah, that'll put you off something.
Yeah.
Something that's gone. And maybe it's just bacteria. Like maybe there's a bacteria in there that's your body's just like, nope.
I mean, I do have that problem with almond milk. We've talked about this before many times in the past. Yeah. Almonds, love them. Almonds in things, fine. Almond milk, there is some type of chemical they put in almond milk to make it more milky.
They do use chemicals,
Yeah.
And that chemical gives me the gas. It makes me so sick all day. I'll be like, oh, don't come near me. I'm a fart bomb. Yeah. But it's only that.
Right.
It's not oat milk, not any of that stuff. It's just the chemical in almond milk makes me sick. And I had to look it up because I was like, does anyone else does their stomach just explode when they drink almond milk? Found nothing except one thing on the internet that was like, yeah, there's this chemical they add to it, and the chemical causes like stomach issues for some people. It's a very small part of the population. I was like, I'm part of that. So,
you're special.
Interesting. Yeah.
As long as you, as long as you're like, well, it's because I have this royal body, and my royal body is sensitive to certain things. That's what my dad always says.
Yeah, no,
because he's such a weird texture guy.
My milk got to come from animals. I need to squeeze those animals' juices out and get that milk. Yeah, that's me.
That's the one. Yeah.
I love animal juice. It's my favorite. That's how you milk a cow, I think.
Yep, that's right.
I feel like I'm Donkey Kong climbing a pole.
Don't do it again.
It's making his laugh. He's going to do it forever now.
I know.
I need the Donkey Kong music because he's like,
we have to just ignore it.
Climbing the
Naomi, what have you been up to? What are you enjoying in life currently?
Oh my gosh. I've been playing a lot of Helldivers too.
Helldivers is fun.
Mm-hmm. So fun. So I've been doing a lot of that. Been socializing a lot lately, which crazy.
Nice, yeah.
I can't believe I even do that now. But yeah, and I've been working on my radio show, and I don't know, just like getting through this crazy life, trying to survive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having a good time.
Tell me about the Helldivers.
Yes.
What is your ship name?
Queen of the Stars.
Cute.
Yeah.
That is the most responsible name I've heard.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard other ones that are just like a little off or weird.
Mine's the harbinger of democracy. I bombard you with missiles from the heavens. It's great.
That's good.
The other day I was with a guy, his ship was named the Pledge of Allegiance, and I was like, that's really good.
That is good.
Powerful. I'm so mad. So
I don't remember what mine is called. I'll try and find, if it's one of those situations where it's like you choose words, I'll try to find words that rhyme because it makes me laugh.
That's cute.
Aw, I wonder if any of them do. Yeah, now I want to go look up like some of the best
don't remember.
names.
I don't remember what it is. I think it rhymes. I just don't know what it.
It rhymes. It just rhymes. All right.
Yeah.
Have you streamed it or anything? Maybe people could look it up.
Have I streamed Helldivers, chat?
Yeah, I played a lot, but I only streamed it once. I'm shocked.
I think I
don't stream it at all.
Apparently, I have never streamed it.
I don't stream it. At night,
Whoopsie
when
dog.
I'll do like maybe an hour and a half. I won't spend too much time on it. I'll just play a little bit. And every time I'll just join a random group. And every time I shut up and listen, and it's glorious. The people on my teams are so good. They're so goofy. The last big one I had where everyone was talking, there's one dude who was like, "Hey mates, we're gonna go kill for democracy." And I was like, "Yeah." But he sounded like he was in a tin can, so the entire time he's like, "Hey there, boys, what are we gonna do?" And I'm like,
"Wait, that's so good though. It's immersion, really."
And then one guy would just be like, "Hey, dudes. Yo, I killed 69 of these." Like that. And we're like, what? And then, one dude kept his mic open the entire time. And he'd just be playing, and you'd be like, "God damn, this bullshit." He'd just be like talking to no one because he'd be like way off the microphone. And we're like, what's this guy doing? And I'm just sitting there completely quiet the entire time. The one time I spoke up was I had one of those backpacks that has a little drone that follows you. And I already had mine out, but my refresh happened. So I was like, yo, I'm going to drop one for this dude who's near me so he can get a backpack too. Like a good person would do.
Right.
Yeah. I drop it down. He runs away. I'm like, push to talk. Yo, G3, I got a backpack for you. And he's like, F that backpack. I'm like, oh, okay. Never spoke up again.
I don't want it.
Didn't speak up again. So I was like, all right, well, I wasted that. Yeah.
It had your cooties.
That was great. So. The only time I've had a bad time playing is when some dude just kept nuking everything and he'd kill all of us. And I'm like, you're just killing us over. And then he'd run around and drop another nuke. And I'm like,
sucks.
Bro. So I just spent the entire time getting blown up by my own teammate. And I was like, this is not fun. I hate it. But it's only happened once. But I was like level 60. I'm like, how the hell? How are you so high in a dick? Like, don't be like this.
Just trolling at that point. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Do you play with randos, Naomi?
I do sometimes. Yeah. So I mostly play with like my group. I have a little group that like we have a Discord, and every time we're like diving, you know,
cute.
Just like, it's very cute. And we make jokes, obviously, and talk about the game's lore. And, but yeah, I do play with randos sometimes. And my only interesting story was that there was a guy who was talking about how he makes pizzas, and he just had got off the shift and had made like over 200 pizzas that day or something. I was like, dude, that's crazy. But I don't have like, he was a little, you know, he would always try to like make jokes or like say some comments sometimes. And it was like, I don't know. I think he was very excited to be like in a group of people and be able to talk to them.
Yeah.
Which is really cute. I really like that. And yeah, so when I play with randos, but no experience, I'm surprised how often I've played with randos, and they haven't done what you just said, like bombing everybody all the time.
I've had really good experience playing with just random people. Yeah,
everyone's so chill on Helldivers. I mean, from what I've experienced so far, I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, it's a fun game.
Most of it, if you get with randoms, is either going to be no one's going to say a damn word, or there's going to be one guy who's like, I'm in charge, let's do this thing. And you're like, yeah, all right, whatever. Or you get a group of people who like click instantly, and it's extremely cringe. Like 2006 Xbox gamer tag cringe, where you're just like, dudes are trying their hardest to make jokes, and there's always the one guy who thinks he's hilarious, and everyone's like just gelling. And it's a good, it's very wholesome. It's a good time. Yeah. I cannot recommend enough. I absolutely love Helldivers. Plus, even if you're not going to play the game, just go play the intro experience. It's glorious.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
It's something. It's very special. And make your ship name. Just make a ship name. Even that part's fun.
It is.
Yeah. Combining names together.
Yeah, I haven't played in a few weeks, I don't think. I played a lot when it first came out, but
yeah, it's changed a lot. I mean, they keep adding stuff, and it's all the little like, oh, now the automatons are taking over. Oh, you guys killed them. Good job. Now the automatons aren't a problem. Go for some bugs. And then, anyways, just keeps going back around. Who knows what else they'll add? More there's a lot harder battles now to be won because they brought on like this big AT-AT basically. Which is
I absolutely
massive.
Hate that BS. There is some of those damn cyborgs are just like, everything's fine, and then like 15 dudes with chainsaws for hands come running at you, and you're like,
right,
where do we go here? So you're just like firing wildly, and your dude's just like, for democracy. And you're like,
the voice lines are so funny. Yeah,
it's so good. It's a lot of fun.
Do you like bugs or robots, or do you not have a preference?
I started with the bugs, and it was fine, and I enjoyed it, but I like the fact that the like robots fight you in a way, like they shoot at you from a distance, they charge you. Some of them have jump packs. They got that damn tank, which is like,
the robots stress me
if you want to you jump on the tank and you're like, let's go, boys. It's just wild. It's so much fun. I like fighting. Plus, like the base defense ones are fun too, because when they come at you,
I love the base defense. Yeah. With the walls, or you close the doors.
There's like a lot more
tower defense. I'm thinking
there's a lot more variation when you play against the cyber stand dudes,
automatons.
So it feels a lot more. I don't know, like anything could happen. Well, when most of the buggy stuff is like, you're gonna face like the same 6 bugs, and they're just gonna keep coming at you, and boy, they like getting shot in the face, and they just keep coming. So
they like puking acid at you.
I hate those little bile guys. Screw those dudes.
So gross. The Bile Titan, the big one, that one's a little harder. But I'm assuming I'm hopeful that they're gonna add more stuff like variation for the bugs, because I agree with you. I think the automatons are more varied and interesting, and there's just
people
way
love
more.
The bugs though. I guess there's a lot of people who like
squishy.
Yeah, there's like the farming aspect of going over there and just destroying, and it's cool, and you can get a lot of points and stuff and level up. But something about like, I spent 45 minutes fighting these damn bots, and they kept coming, but I got on that drop ship and I got the hell out of there. And we completed all our objectives. I'll see you in hell, you cyborg bastards. Yeah, there's something about it when you're done. You're like, that was a good night. I fought for humanity. Now I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah.
It's exactly how, that's how that goes. Yeah. Good times. I love it. I love that game.
Yeah.
It was a nice surprise too. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, What have you guys been playing besides Helldivers?
I played all of Harold Halibut. That
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's
so cute.
Awesome. I was really surprised because I played it typically when Steam does their like Next Fest stuff. I'll just play a bunch of demos all in a row. And playing that demo alongside of other demos that were more fast paced, it felt so slow. And I was like, man, I don't know what the pacing of this game is going to be like. So for anybody who hasn't seen Harold Halibut or any of the promo stuff about it, It's sort of like a mock stop motion. They're actual clay figures that were scanned digitally, and then they use a computer to move them around, right? So it's like a mixture of both. And it's super cool. It winds up with this really interesting art style that I really loved. But I was worried, like, is this game going to move fast? Like, is it going to be paced well, you know? And it was not super long. It took me, including time that I would like stop and just like bullshit. It took me like 14 hours. Okay. So not too bad. And I got really attached to all the characters. I really liked the world building that they did. It takes place on it's a sci-fi game. It takes place on a ship that left Earth looking for a different viable planet, but crashed on a planet that people can't live on the surface. So they just turned this space station, this ship, into basically an underwater station for them to live on. And you play as Harold, who's just a handyman that works really closely with the scientists that are on board. And he has lived his entire life, was born on the ship when it was already underwater. So
oh wow,
his entire life has been underwater on this ship, just like helping people and fixing things. And with that as like the base story and the things that happen in it, it's like Harold as a character is really endearing, and I really like the sorts of things that they did with the characters. And I loved it. I was surprised how much I loved it. I was really excited to just play it and finish it. So
yeah. I haven't played it yet, but it's one of the ones that I have on the list that because it just came out, right? It was last week or something. Yeah, it's the one I'm most interested to check out of like all the ones that have come out the last few weeks. So so 14 hours, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's a good amount.
I was really annoyed because there's an achievement for taking 15 hours to beat the game.
And you just
I was like, should I just open it up and like load an old save and just sit there?
Yeah.
Until I get the achievement.
Just to get it.
Yeah. It was like really took your time achievement. I was like, almost.
Thanks for letting me know, though. I'm going to try to get that one now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just turn it on, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love games that try to do something. Because I think people have tried to do games where the whole thing was like actual filmed stop motion.
That's interesting, yeah.
And this feels like a more accessible way to get not the same effect, but like, you know, try to dip into that sort of vibe. Because, you know, you can tell playing the game that everything has been like hand painted. Everything has, you know, like the brush strokes and stuff on it. It's very cool. Without having that sort of Adult Swim, like me, mama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
so,
I do. Yeah.
Me, mommy. I can't even do it. You did it so perfectly.
What was the name of like that show that was entirely action figures on Adult Swim?
I know.
Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yes, thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh my gosh.
It's a less weird Robot Chicken kind of
Robot Chicken.
Mommy.
Well, is it? It's not like. It's not comedy. It's more like serious, right?
It is like the story more serious. It lets itself dip into sort of surrealism. Like the designs of some of the characters, you're like, what is this character?
Is this
yeah, they let some stuff be silly,
right?
And it doesn't feel out of place. It just feels like, the setting is already kind of silly, right? Like,
yeah,
but it's very good. I recommend for sure.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that game.
I'm traveling to Canada a couple days, so I might bring it with me and see if I could check it out.
Yeah,
do it. Play through. Yeah.
If you want something kind of like warm and weird.
Yeah, just like, and like low pressure, like not too. Yeah, something I could do on my off time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or scrap all of that.
Yep. What's up?
Yep.
Real quick game, very short. It's a freebie from good boy Daniel Mullins, the master of weird games. This one is called Voirdire, spelled Voirdire, and it is a game in which you play a attorney who must pack courts with people who will vote your way, and you are before a pug judge. I believe it's a pug judge, and you have to essentially just put people on the court that would vote your way, but each person has their own, like, this person will vote guilty, but the person to the right of them will always vote innocent, like that kind of thing. So you have to stack the court in a certain way, or it'll be like this person, like one of them I believe is a like a cop, and it's really funny because I'll have little animations, but like whoever you put the cop next to, he makes the person next to them vote twice, and it's really funny because it'll be like they'll each do their turn of who they're voting for, and the person next to them will be like innocent, and the cop will be like innocent, and then like a gun will appear, and the person next to him is like, I also vote innocent again. And you're basically like you are trying to get guilty verdicts the entire time. I don't want to spoil stuff, but there's like some of the people you're trying to put in jail. I'm not going to spoil who they are. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at, it's very
real
interesting.
People?
No comment. I'll say some of them are realer than you would think.
Interesting.
And so it's a lot of fun. Very quick game though, like super quick. You could probably do it in like, I don't know, less than 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was made in a 48-hour game jam, which is, I love those types of games because it's literally just like, look, it's just a game. You're not going to get a lot of crazy story from this. But
it's a game loop.
Yeah.
Big fan. And
nice.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of what else I played this week.
You wound up playing with Scary Game Squad. You guys wound up playing That's Not My Neighbor, right?
I did, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I also played that game. I'm curious what they're gonna add to it because it's not done yet.
No, there's only one version of playing it, which is like the kind of like Papers, Please version of monsters are trying to get into your home, but Papers, Please, and it's a ton of fun. It's like a good concept. It's hilarious when you accidentally let someone through and the monster just destroys everyone. You're like, well, didn't mean to do that.
The pitch of this game is that you're in a world where doppelgangers are real, and they're monsters. They're not just like people that look exactly like you. They're disguising themselves to look like people,
humans.
So. Yeah. You are part of a group of guards that is trained to identify a doppelganger. And all of the apartment complexes, I guess, have these guards. And you have like a big list of everybody that lives in the building. And you have each day, there's a list of like, these are the people who have registered themselves as leaving for the day. Just all of this stuff to try and determine like, is this person who they say they are? You can call the apartment, and if they have, like a roommate, or if they're there and they're like, hey, yeah, I'm right here, then you can say, oh, well, obviously this is the doppelganger,
right.
But what makes it really funny is there will be a bunch where they legitimately look exactly like the person, and you're like having to look through everything, and you're like, I think we're good, right? And you let them through. And then the next person will show up and have 18 eyeballs on their face.
Yeah.
And you're like...
The exact opposite.
So it's this funny combination of like, I need to look through and be totally sure. And people where you're like, nope.
Oh my God.
Not a human. Definitely not a human.
Not a human.
Yeah.
What sucks about the game is that sometimes it super screws you. So it'll be like, it looks like the person, they act like the person, you call their home and there's no one there, everything's good, and then it'll be something along the lines of like, maybe on their ID card, one number is off. or maybe the logo is a little wrong.
The tiniest little thing.
Yeah, and so you'll let them in, and the next person that shows up is the exact same person. And they're like, oh, hey, I just got home. And you're like, no. See, now you don't know. So now you don't know which one's the bad one. So when we did it on Scary Game Squad, the first run-through we did was comedy gold, but bad. Just bad. So we learned our lesson, but I think in the wrong way, because we went from like, well, we got to be friendly to our neighbors to like, we suddenly became the strictest, worst, like awful people. Anyone who even remotely seemed like a doppelganger, we like killed instantly. We're like, nope, dead. And like, everyone that we talked to, we did like multiple checks. We kept people at the checkpoint for way too long. I was like, this is what happens. You get burnt once and suddenly you're like, nope, never again.
That's real life. No, the one that kept screwing me up was there are some characters in the apartment complex that are specifically written down as being retired or not having a job. But there are dialogue trees that I think just happen with everybody. So like sometimes a person will show up and you'll have the list of people who are supposed to go through for the day. And you can question like any of these things, right? So you question them like you're not on the list. And one of the just blanket things that they'll say is, oh, there was an emergency at work. And I sat there for so long being like, is this just a thing that all the characters say? Or is this a sign that this retired old man is a doppelganger?
I would have burned him alive. I would have burnt his ass
I killed
alive.
him. And then at the end of the game, they were like, you killed that old man, you monster.
No.
Because he doesn't have a job.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we were. We were at the point where if they said something like, oh, I went out with my sister, and it would be like, your sister's inside. But then the sister would be like, I don't know where my sister is. She went out earlier today. We'd be like, doesn't matter, burner. We'd be like, you lied to us. You lied to us. You get one lie. You lied to us. You're burnt. You're burnt.
It's over. Dude. Can't trust a thing you say now.
Yeah. If they looked a little, there was one, oh my God, there was one where her face was just a little puffier. And we were like, we can't take the chance.
Yeah.
She can just have a bad day. We were like, no, burn that lady alive.
He's wearing a human suit.
Yeah. There's like a guy who had a hat, but in his photo, it was like, doesn't have a hat. We were like, burn him. This guy wore a hat today. He's dead. Burn him alive.
But they'll tell you, right? So that means there. How many of them were actually humans?
I mean, when our second playthrough, we got an S rank. We did perfect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what it is about our go get him attitude, but we burnt we were like, no, this guy has trouble right there. Like, I'm sorry, you don't have your ID on you? He's like, no, I left it in my apartment. I'm like, sorry, you burnt.
You burnt.
But yeah, I'm curious because when you load up the game, it's like, this is the only mode that's available, but there's obviously like openings for a lot of other modes. So clearly the person who made it has ideas for other ways to play the game. And I'm just so curious to know what those other modes are going to be like.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, but like definitely new fear unlocked for me. Like, can you imagine if like we had to deal with this IRL?
Oh my God.
Everyone. Oh my God. Like I would just be anxiety ball.
Every time I came home, I probably wouldn't leave, to be honest.
Yeah. Ooh, scary stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't imagine what else they would do. Like in terms of game, like if Chad has any ideas, I'd love to hear.
A doppelganger me would be cool. I bet he'd be like a chill dude. Look, I don't want to replace you, dude. I just want to like, let's get a burger. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
I just need a place to live. Somebody at one point while I was playing it was like, I don't understand. Why don't they just kill people when they're outside? And I was like, I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why they have to get into the apartment complex so that they can assimilate into society or something. I don't know, dude.
Maybe it's like vampires. They need to be like let in or something.
Maybe
to a place. Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I the worst part is there's some of the doppelgangers I can just still picture in my head because some of them are awful. Like some of them are actual
creepy?
Phobia. Yes, like awful, like nasty looking. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I always think every time I think of this, I'm thinking about that gross dude from Men in Black, the first movie. Like when he's an alien, but he's wearing a skin suit. So gross. Like,
Yeah.
Anyways,
I forgot about that. Thank you for.
Yeah, right. I know. So disgusting. Anyways, carry on.
Oh my goodness. Also, shout out to Tumblr because I didn't know about this game. And then suddenly a bunch of people on Tumblr were talking about a hot evil milkman. And it turned out that they were talking about the milkman from this game. And that's how I found out about the game. So
amazing.
If you want to like see upcoming games that are like very indie, I always recommend this site because it like always has some cool stuff. AlphaBetaGamer.com, I think is what it is. And it's for years has been this place where it's like, yo, if this is an indie game that no one's talking about yet, it's there. And it's always fun to see stuff that like is very early access, but is coming down the pipeline. I love it. It's a good site. Good site. Yeah. So if you're interested.
AlphaBetaGamer.com.
Yeah.
.com.
And it's they I think have a YouTube. I'm not sure, but you probably could just go to like a Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one. Alpha, I think this is it. Oh yeah. It's at Gamer Alpha Beta is what it is. And yeah, it's just that's probably an easier way than going to their website is just seeing what the Twitter is. And there's a lot of like I'm looking at one called XTXO, which is like a Hotline Miami inspired black and white shooter, but like you're fighting demons and stuff. That looks cool.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, there's one I'm looking at, which is Fractal Sailor. And you sail through a fractal sea with eldritch monsters. You know, weird, cool indie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love discovering new games.
Totally. I love resources for stuff that maybe I wouldn't find on my own.
Yeah. Some of the biggest hits come out that way.
Yeah, there's been a big
the surprise ones.
There's been a big surge of people that specifically like talk about like cozy games, quote unquote.
Oh yeah. I just did a video about that on my YouTube with someone. Milady Confetti, definitely go follow her. But she like loves cozy games and like that's like her thing. She introduced me to so many ones I'd never even heard of.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, Switch downloads, let's go.
Yeah, them already. So many of them are on Switch.
So many. Yeah.
I want to send this to you too.
Yes.
I don't want you to show it on stream. I want the two of you to describe what you're seeing.
Okay.
Describe this game to people, please.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, what? Hold up.
Okay, so we're in a car. And we are the passenger. And
that's right.
Things seem normal. We glance to the side, and who's behind the wheel? A cat.
Yeah.
The cat's talking to us.
Yeah. He's saying things. He's saying that he glued the clutch or something, so not to worry about it.
Yeah.
There's a dog.
There's a dog. There's a dog in the back seat. It looks like we have to control the stick shift.
That's our job.
Because the cat can't do it. Oh, we're giving the dog a bone. Yep.
I love that the cat's like, yo, hey, you're finally awake. We're going out to get some food.
I'm gonna get us some burgers.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get some burgers, dude. I don't know what this game is, but I love this game.
God.
That's a fever dream. Nip for Speed.
Nip for Speed is apparently the name of the game. Yeah.
So the cat's probably just catnipping right now.
Yeah. That's why he wants burgers.
Yeah. He's like, I've got the munchies.
Yeah.
We're going.
We gotta go. It's 3 a.m., but I'm sure we can get them in the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
classic. My pets do that all the time.
Yeah. I wish if pets did that, I'd get a pet. I'd be like, yo, that's a real friend. He'd be like, dude, I dragged you out of bed. We're getting burgers. I'd be like, hell yeah. That's what I like you. Yeah. That's why I let you poop in a box in my home. Because you're taking me out for burgers.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
I also played a little Dave the Diver.
I haven't played that yet.
Oh, that's a really good game.
I know.
It's very
iconic
fun.
Now.
It took me a little while to get like into it. Because mechanically I'm not I'm not built for being underwater and drowning frequently.
Sure, yeah.
Are you someone who hates those like water levels in games? Like just can't stand anything? Like Tomb Raider having to swim in the water and all that?
No, not a fan. Yeah, not a fan. To this day, there's still a mission in Horizon Forbidden West where it's like you must go underwater and find this item that will help you craft the greatest set of armor in the game. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm not going. It's like, yeah, go get it. It's surrounded by 15 alligators. I'm like, nah, I'm okay. I'm not going to swim through that shit. I don't think that armor that bad. Yeah. So it's been fun. Honestly, the best part of the game for me so far are the cutscenes, which are hilarious, and working at the sushi restaurant. That's the best part so far. Admittedly, I'm not that far in the game, but I have a team at my sushi restaurant that is killing it. I got a ninja working the she's pouring beer and she's serving tea.
Yeah.
I got a guy named Raul who's like behind, he's chopping stuff like a madman. That guy started with perfect stats. He was great. So I was doing all that. I got that going on. I'm serving sushi. I'm making wasabi. I'm doing the whole thing. It's that part I love. But yeah, the fishing part is a lot of roguelite. The actual diving part. Yeah, it's like roguelite-y, jump in the water, go find fish, or maybe you'll get a quest that's like, tomorrow the Jellyfish Association's coming, so you got to make jellyfish sushi. And I'm like, that sounds terrible, jellyfish sushi. That sounds awful, but okay, eat it up, nerds. So then I'll like do that, and then I'll be like, oh, you got to find the underwater civilization. I'm like, yeah, all right, I guess I'll try that too. So there's a lot going on at the same time where I'm like, all right, I'm underwater. And, okay, there's 4 sharks. What I gotta do here? I gotta shoot them? Oh, I only have 3 shots? That's cool. That's fun. Right? So,
right.
In between panic, I'm selling and making sushi. So it's a blast. I'm told the game goes weird places and I'm here for weird, but I'm also only able to put in like an hour or 2 every attempt where I'm like, no, I'm good. This is fine. I'm all right. I'm done.
Yeah. I think that's fair. There's a
yeah.
Yeah. There's a crossover in that game with Dredge as well, which is also a weird water game. So
that's like the world? Like there's a crossover with that game? Like that game world?
Yeah,
like
it's
multiverse?
They did like a Dave the Diver Dredge crossover thing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Which way is the crossover?
I think both ways, but I might be wrong.
What's the Dave the Diver in Dredge universe one? What is that? Is it like you fish up Dave? Like how does that work?
I'm looking it up.
Oh, bless you.
Right now.
That's good to know. Yeah, I can see how you could stick the Dredge verse in Dave the Diver. I can see that.
Right.
But I don't know how you would stick Dave the Diver in Dredge.
Right.
Dredge and Dave the Diver only. Okay. All right. Dave has Dreadfish. That checks out. I don't know how you would put Dredge or Dave the Diver in Dredge. I don't know how that would work. Because, like, it's just fish. Unless you're making sushi in Dredge, in which case I wouldn't want to eat that sushi. That's like demon sushi.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, I thought it was like a full whole ass like we traded things, and I also have no idea how that would have worked, but this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Maybe the fish get picked up and made into sushi.
Again, you wouldn't want that fish made sushi. You wouldn't want it in Dredge.
But maybe in Dredge you would.
No, you wouldn't. That place is terrible. Them creatures is awful. No, you wouldn't want that at all. You eat that sushi, you grow a 3rd arm. You don't want that.
Oh,
I think that'd be hilarious to see like a really weird mutilated sushi made up of those fish.
That sounds terrible. That's not good.
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be funny to see what those look like.
Oh my goodness.
Like your sushi has an eyeball now.
Right.
Enjoy.
Here you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't Again, I couldn't even do jellyfish sushi. I was like, who would eat the fact that there's a scene? There's a scene where it's like,
there's no meat there.
This is the best jellyfish sushi I've ever had because you put sea grapes in with the jellyfish, and I was like, that does not sound good at all. That sounds awful. And the guy's like, this is the best sushi I've ever had. I'm like, is it?
I guess as long as they pay.
No, he didn't. He was just some guy who was like, I'm the best sushi guy in the world, and you've got to show me you can make sushi. So we went on a mission for him, and he was like, this is pretty good. And I'm like,
pretty good. With that face, exactly.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Someone in chat said catastrophic mouthfeel. I need a moment in my life to be able to say that. I'm going to steal that. I need to say that someday to someone to their face.
This is catastrophic mouthfeel.
Catastrophic mouthfeel.
I can't tell if that's great or bad.
Terrible, right? Catastrophe? Catastrophic?
I don't know. Like, is it 1994? Because I feel like that's a worse version of that's bad.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
That's sick.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude, this is catastrophic. People be like, yeah, it is, man.
Dude, my kid has started calling things sick, I think because I do. And I was like, does that still work? Like, do people still say that?
I still say it, so my kids will probably say it.
Nice.
We're just passing on the sickness.
Yeah.
I don't know. The sick
kids
terminology.
Are down with the sickness. Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally radical.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say to my kids too. I'm just bringing back all the oldies.
Or some cowabunga.
When I have
my
them.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was watching a video where I'm trying to think of who it was. Someone in this video was commenting on like trends, and they kept saying like, oh, this look is superior. And I was like, is that a thing people say now? That something's superior? Or is that just like a very specific this person thing? And I was like, I can't tell because they're 18 and I may not be cool enough.
That's what's
to
hard,
know what's going on.
Yeah, it's hard knowing. I feel like that superior, I said that. There was a moment where I was saying that, and then it just went away. So that's the thing. Things turn over so fast now. Like it could be a thing and then not a thing the next week. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess it's just an extension of calling something super, right?
Yeah. Or supreme.
Or supreme. Yeah. That's and I thought it was like, oh, supreme. But maybe like superior is the bootleg supreme. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say without sounding like you're like, I rep a brand.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then it's just going to be sup.
Oh boy, super sup.
Or eerier.
Eerier? Oh, that's eerier.
So I've been slowly learning more and more Cockney rhyming slang that is still like in use out here.
Yeah, go on.
And the one that I didn't have until recently was calling something a porky. What do you think that is?
A porky?
Mm-hmm.
Porky.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, chat.
I don't know.
A porky it's not pig related, but it's also not fat related.
It's not.
It's not cop related.
No.
It's rhyming, so it has to relate to porky in some way.
So pause. Typically in the rhyming slang, it'll be 2 words.
Yeah.
You use the first word, and what you mean rhymes with the second word.
Girl, what did you just say? Give me an example.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to follow.
Give me an example.
You might call the stairs the apples because of the phrase apples and pears. Stairs rhymes with pears, and then you call it the apples. Remember, this started as a code language, right? So it's a bit more complex than just rhyming the actual thing. So
I don't know.
A porky.
Wait, do you have an example though?
That was the example.
Okay. Yeah, that was
no, but like, all right. So, but like, you don't have a specific one. So it'd be like, dingleberries, Jerry's, like that. Right?
Yeah,
What you're saying?
and then you'd call it whatever it was that you wanted to say was Jerry's. You would call dingle. Yeah.
Right. So wait. So all right. So dingleberries, Jerry's. Mm-hmm. Jerry's equals dingleberries.
Jerry's. You're trying to create a code for the word Jerry's. Okay. So you go dingleberries rhymes with Jerry's. I'm gonna call it a dingle now, so that if I'm around the cops and I'm trying to talk about Jerry's and I say dingle, they won't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
So what you're saying is, all right, go for it. Hold on. You may have this. I think we're going to figure this out.
I don't have this. I don't have
this. Okay.
I don't have
all right.
My confusion is porky. We don't know the word that's rhyming with.
There's another word. Yeah. There's another word.
So do you want me to give you the full
porky pie?
Yes.
Okay. So what rhymes with pie, Jesse?
What rhymes with pie?
Rye.
Lies.
Lie.
A lie.
Porky pies. Lies.
A porky is a lie.
Oh my God!
You can't do that. You can't just say like
so
wild. A porky is a lie.
Good way to hide a word, though. Like good way to make your language coded like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a new one that I learned. You're welcome, everybody.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, are you porkying right now?
Dude,
bro,
I learned it because a lady
totally porkying
on the radio said, I told a bit of a porky. And everybody else was like, you told a huge porky. And I was like, what does that mean? And then I realized they were saying that she had told a lie, and they were like trying to discuss whether or not it was a big lie or a little lie. I was like, because of porky pie lie.
I'm gonna start doing that with all my all my words.
I can't.
Like all my go-tos.
Now I gotta look up what.
You won't know what I'm saying.
Cockney slang?
Cockney rhyming slang, specifically. And it was like a code language to be able to talk about things in front of the cops, and they wouldn't know what was going on. But it spread so much that it's become a lot of the words.
Yeah, now they're not so secret.
Have become
anymore.
Ingrained. Yeah.
Yeah, like now it's like you say porky, everyone knows what you mean.
So saying alligator means later. So you're just like alligator. Is that what it is?
I've never heard that one.
Shouldn't it be later gator? Wait, what's the expression? Alligator.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator. Yeah, but then shouldn't the word be that it rhymes with later? Or am I confusing it now?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
So then it would be later alligator. So then something that rhymes with later or gator.
So bacon and eggs is legs?
I've never heard that.
Seems like a long way to go for bacon and eggs. It seems like couldn't you just say legs? Like, what are you trying to hide by bacon? Like, I strapped it to me, bacon and eggs. Like, what? Is that what you're trying? Like, don't say that. It's too much. It's like too much. It's like when someone tried to, do you want to learn Latin? It's the same vibe. Like, no, I don't want to learn Latin. No.
It's useful for me to know it. The ones that get used,
What are other ones? Do you know?
People say take the Mickey a lot.
What's that mean?
That one. What's that?
It's like taking the piss, right, chat? Like you're sort of fucking around.
Okay.
I don't know what the rhyme is there, though. I just know that.
No, I don't. I don't know it. Yeah.
I just know that one started out as a Cockney rhyme.
Yeah.
Because of Mickey Bliss. So taking the Mickey Bliss.
Piss.
There
Bliss.
we go.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what the phone one is.
So they're just so overtly complicated.
The ones that got used a lot are the ones that stuck around.
Sure.
We need new ones.
Dog and bone, that's what it is.
So dog. Okay.
So the dog is the phone.
Got it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how bricks and mortar translates to daughter.
I mean, if you say
it has
mortared rhymes with daughter?
It's your accent. It's an accent problem there.
Bricks and mortar daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
When it's saying like that, yeah, there's nothing I can say.
They rhyme.
Yeah.
They rhyme.
Yeah, it sounds like it rhymes.
One that chat's saying a lot that even in America we use is bread. Bread and honey is money.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one's got over.
That sounds right.
In the States,
that one stuck around. Yeah.
That one spread. It's global now. Everyone knows that one.
Yep.
Making the bread. Oh wow, interesting.
Gotta get the dough. Gotta get your dough up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your dough.
Yeah. All right,
anyways,
that's not too bad. I learned something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using yeast as a word for money now.
Yeah, because you're in so early. You got that yeast. You don't even have the dough. Yeah, you're on the ground floor of Yeastville.
Yeah, dude.
You're ready to go. Yeah.
That's right.
I like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Plus, like, the yeast is the active ingredient.
That's right.
So
it raises it. It raises the dough. It raises the money.
Damn, that's so true.
I'm full yeasty. Let's go.
My crypto's yeasty right now, bro.
Damn, bro. That's awesome. I like it. We're so yeasty. This is the yeastiest podcast on the internet.
Yeastiest podcast ever.
So yeasty.
It's the truth.
So yeasty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's too early for this.
I know. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Not for you. Not for you though. You're like, it's too late for this.
It's not fair. We should all be on the same playing ground.
Yeah.
Look, I'm of the idea we scrap time zones altogether.
Yes.
And it's the same time for everyone around the world. Yes. It's just sometimes at 5 a.m. it's the middle of the day. Like whatever. It's fine. I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're all the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is all the same time. That's the crazy thing. Like it is. It just is.
We don't it's the time it is the time it is.
Present time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't be like, I'll see you at 8 p.m. Everyone knows what time you're talking about. It's just, it may be light or it may be dark out for you. It doesn't matter. But everyone knows. There's no confusion.
That's right.
My kid asked if we could watch the sunrise. And I went to look up what time the sunrise is this time of year. And it's 5 a.m. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I do, but not at 5, Maybe we can put this off until it's winter again.
I'll try to get my sleep timed so that I can go to bed at like 6 for 5 a.m.
That's no problem your child. Huh? What inspired her to be like, I'd like to watch the sunrise?
Because she keeps waking up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and she can tell that the sun is just coming up, but she never sees it actually like come over the horizon.
I was not expecting that.
So she always feels like she missed out. So she was like, I really want to see the sunrise. And I was like, if it's not happening at like 5:30, dude, I really would rather we not get up any earlier than that. This is already pushing it for me. And then she has to watch the sunset, but that also happens extremely late now. It's a problem either way.
Would you be fine with just being like, you can wake up and look at it yourself?
The problem
or does she want you there?
The problem is that you can't see it from our we have so much like privacy like shit everywhere that there's nowhere we would have to like
drive somewhere,
leave the house. We would have to leave our property in order to see it, so she can't do that by herself.
That's what bikes are for. Get her a bike and then say go ride.
She has a bike.
Never come back.
Never come back.
Sorry, what?
What?
She can't ride her bike.
Huh?
Well, I'm sorry, what is this about no bike?
She has a bike. She doesn't know how to ride it yet without
Are you laughing?
No, This is why I should have stepped up. This is pure Uncle Jesse territory. I should have stepped up. Instead, I forsook your entire family for my own ill-begotten gains, and I have failed everyone. This is perfect. Show up like, all right, riding a bike today. You do this, I'm getting you ice cream. Let's go. All right, and then do the whole push-off thing. I would have been great at that. It's too late. That kid's never riding a bike now. Damn.
It's too late?
It's too late.
She's not even 6, dude.
Kid's
plenty of time to learn.
So much
time.
No,
you can't.
I couldn't even swim until I was 13.
There you go.
So
it's never too late to learn, Jesse.
Maybe
that's your lesson for the day.
Bloomers. You know?
How often do you go swimming, Dodger?
Not super often, but
too late. It's too late. You went once at 13 and you were like, I'm over it. I never want to see water again. And now you don't even go near the water.
Now.
No, it's too late. That kid's never going to ride a bike. I'm so sorry. Rollerblades, however, not out of the question.
She does love to skate. Big skating fan.
Nice. Skating's hard.
Skating is hard.
Harder than riding a bike, if to be honest.
I've been trying to learn how to skate with her.
Surpass the bike.
Yeah. Our nephew, who is 3, knows how to ride a bike now, and she was furious about it. Like, what is this? Why does this small baby know how to ride a bike and I don't? I was like, because he tries to ride it, dude.
Because
you haven't put your experience points into this, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
What about little training wheels? No?
There are training wheels on there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's mostly gravel on our.
Hard to ride in that. Yeah, I get it.
And
it's not pavement. You need pavement.
Yeah, we're not in like a cute cul-de-sac or anything. So it's just hard to like practice consistently. Yeah. We have to like put the bike in the car, go somewhere, practice with the bike, you know?
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. But with roller skates, you can just put them on and be like, skate around the house, dude. Have fun. Which she does.
Maybe bike around the house or no?
I don't know. I don't know how that would go. I don't know how that would go.
I don't know. It'd be tough. But like, you know, if there's like a hallway or something, I don't know.
Just like go down the hallway, turn the bike around,
right back around,
go down the hallway, turn the bike around. You just have to lift it up and kind of like scoot it down the hallway.
And think of the floors too. It might damage the floors. Ooh.
Oh, she'll go straight through a wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Wobble, through the wall.
But then you buy a frame and you put it around the hole in the wall and you say like, this is where you crashed.
Yeah. That's progress.
And then it becomes art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll have that forever. Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I realize that there's nothing I could do to ever get that kid on a bike. If you don't have the space for it, not even all the ice cream in the world can help. Yeah, no. She's doomed to a life of walking like some sort of human with feet.
Sorry, they're bugs. There's a bug in here that's driving me crazy.
She was practicing for fighting in the Matrix.
I thought it was like, are you trying a different thing? Like a... Yeah.
Gotcha.
Trying to innovate. Oh yeah, there you go. Right back.
Boo. Boo.
We always end as we begin.
Boo.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. He never saw it coming.
Is it that time, Dukes? Is it time to talk homework?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to pitch the homework?
What's homework?
No.
Wait, I have homework? I don't have homework. No, it's your guys' homework.
You get to give people homework.
I get to give people?
Yeah. So, you're not alone. We never tell anybody about this until they're already on the show.
I know. That's what I figured.
Yeah. So, what is something, a show, a game, a book, a comic, whatever, that you think more people should be paying attention to? Something that they should give a shot.
Oh, yeah, that they haven't like given proper attention to?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's a good question. Let me think. That's a tough one.
Is there a show you love that people should watch? Is there a game that you're like, gotta play? A book? A movie?
Yeah. There's definitely a book and there's a show. Maybe. What about music?
Sure.
Music. We'll take music.
Yeah, no one's ever suggested a book or music. You'd be the first for both categories. Yeah.
Okay. And do I have to do one category only, or can I do multiple?
You can do as much as you want. No complaints here.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing with TV shows, I'll start with the TV show. Okay. So I don't know who's like, who might be into this, but I've been watching a lot of Love on the Spectrum. But it's kind of a popular show, so I don't know if like it hasn't been getting that much attention, but it's been talked about. I don't know, like in terms of popular, like, yeah, that's what I would say for the TV show. But maybe that's a cop out because it's a little popular. Like it might be too.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, it's really cute. It's originally a UK show. I think
that's why I wasn't sure, because I feel like a lot of people that I've heard in my circles have talked about it. But then I'm like, is this popular or is it not that popular? So, but it's a great show. It's very heartfelt. It's very wholesome. Yeah, it's good. And there's different versions. There's, I think, an Australian version and a US version. It's reality TV,
Yeah.
It's folks on the spectrum trying to find love, and I find it very interesting. And yeah, it's just like a sweet, and it should get attention. Yeah, it should get attention if it hasn't already. But I feel like it has hit a certain point now where it might be too popular. So I've been watching that, and music stuff. If anyone is into like techno pop, like into that sort of thing, you should check out Mercurial World is the name of their album, but their band called Magdalena Bay. I was trying to drop their name, but they also they're really good. Have you heard of them?
No.
Okay, and they also have they play video games like as IRL, and they're a duo. Their music's really good. Their album Mercurial World in particular is really good, and they just came out with like a what's it called? It's not like an EP per se, but it's like another segment of their album, and it's really good stuff. It's like it's got a little bit of gamer centric soundtracks sometimes, where like loops or samples, I should say, in their songs, but it's not all that. And then there's like a bit of a disco-ness to their music. And it's sung really nice. This is great. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really good shit. So I love their stuff, and I always try to plug them because I think they should be more popular. Like I've spoken there. This has been for years. I've been talking about them. But
you're a pusher, yeah.
I'm a pusher. Like, and I've never met these people. Like I know nothing beyond what they do musically, but they're really good.
I love it. That sounds great.
Yeah, so that's a really good one that I always mention. What was I saying? Oh yeah, books.
Book, yeah.
I can't believe we're getting all the good ones now.
I know, I love it.
Yeah. Let me think on the book one. I don't know yet.
You don't have to suggest a book.
Okay, The Book Company. Have you heard The Book Company or read it? Heard it?
No.
Read The Book Company.
Is it called Company?
It's just called Company. I think it's just Company. Let me double check.
Oh.
But Company book. Pretty sure it's just called that. Yeah. Yeah, Max Berry.
Because there is a literal thing called The Book Company, which is very funny.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It's like a book company.
Oh, it's just okay. God.
Yeah, it's like a book company.
The Book Company.
What's it about?
Give us the pitch. Yeah.
Okay, so it's in a world where it's an alternate reality where basically the government's run by companies and everything is company based, and it's so like McDonald's runs the country, like stuff like that. So it's a guy who works in a company, and then there's this mystery that unfolds. I don't want to spoil anything, obviously. But yeah, he's just he works for a company, and there's all this like little stuff that he ends up finding out, and you kind of unravel the truth behind why this is the way it is. And yeah, without spoiling anything, it's really interesting, and it's a quick read. It's not super. You don't have to be like an avid reader. Like it's not a huge ass 1,000-page book, So it's really good.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I've become a huge fan of novellas as I've gotten older. Like
just quick little
100 pages.
Yeah, like let's get through the story. Yeah. Get to the point. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like that. I read it years ago, but I surprisingly, I thought they were making a movie about it, but I guess it never happened. But it's really good. Check it out.
Nice.
Those three things, if you haven't already. But you said you watched Love on the Spectrum?
I've watched it before, yeah. Because they, I think there's a UK version of it that's been here for a while. Yeah,
I haven't seen the UK one yet.
It is just a really sweet show. It doesn't feel. I think the concern for a lot of people hearing the pitch of that show is that it might be like exploitative, but it really doesn't feel that way at all. Yeah, I really like it. I haven't watched the US version or the Australian version though.
Yeah, those are the two I saw. So I should probably see about the UK one. But I'm like slowly going through like the episodes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I find it's just like, it's just documentary style. You know, these people are trying to find love and they get set up on really like they fund those dates, I'm assuming. Like some of them are really like unique and different and maybe like somewhat lavish. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just cute. It's wholesome.
Yeah. It is very cute.
I realize now that it's a Netflix show, at least here in the States. So now I'm like, all right, that explains. I don't delve too much into the Netflix reality TV programming because it drives me crazy. It's like some of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Love
in
is
my
Blind.
life.
Or
some of them are just The Circle makes me furious. I hate that show. I hate it.
I like it a little bit because it's gamified. It's like a game.
I can never forgive
they're just going
them.
To play a game.
I watched one season on a recommendation, and all I remember is the first episode, watching two girls manipulate an old woman, get the old woman booted, and when the old woman was like, I just want to go talk with them and see why they did it. She goes to them, and they're like, on God, we love you. We didn't mean like, we're good people. We didn't want to boot you out, but like also we want to win. And she's like, well, that's good enough for me. And then she has the option, by the way, to go to anyone else and tell them, I'm the real lady. Those girls screwed you all. Instead, she's like, I just want to talk to the girls and see if they're good people. And I'm like, lady, no! What are you doing?
They're not good people.
I was like, of course they're not. They literally screwed you over. It made me so mad. And I was like, F this stupid show. F this nonsense. Same thing with the show they did about the Squid Game. They're like the Squid Game, but like the reality version.
Yeah.
That show sucked too. I was like, I hate all of this.
Show to be very unsatisfying and tone deaf.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard much about it actually, so maybe that's why.
It's because
not good.
It's stinky, yeah.
You know how in reality shows they're like, hey, it's a show that is about characters, right? Even if it's a reality show, there's still characters and storylines and stuff. The Squid Game show was like, yeah, we're gonna set that up, but because we can't spoil who wins, we're gonna pick many people who definitely get out to be people we focus on. And there's no main character. Like, people show up 5 episodes in. It's like, I don't know who this person is. I don't care about this person. I don't care if they get like blasted by one of these Squid Game fake robot things. I don't care about them. I don't know them. And so it sucks because you're invested in people. And then it's like, so they got off camera. Like, what does that mean? What do you, like, it's just, they make one guy out to be the bad guy. And like, I don't know. He's barely a bad guy.
He's barely bad.
Like he's the baddest guy. He's so mean. And it's like, no, he just kind of sucks. But like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's a whole subsection of YouTube that's just people being like, I'm going to give you my review of this season of whatever. And that's basically the only way that I ingest reality TV information.
Good.
There's only one reality TV show that you need to watch. It's the greatest show ever. And I believe it's season 6. I do not know. But I just want to
never miss an opportunity to pitch this show.
I think it's season 6. Are You the One? MTV classic reality show. Season 6, maybe season 7. I don't remember. But it's one of the greatest seasons of TV ever. One of the best shows ever made in the history of TV. Are You the One?
Are You
a
the
scientific
one?
exploration into matchmaking. Naomi, do you not know Are You the One?
No.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. All right, so here we go.
This is from years ago.
Oh yeah, I think COVID killed the show. I don't know.
Yeah, we watched it. Oh my god, so long ago.
The season you want to find is in New Orleans.
Season 6.
Yes, it's the New Orleans one.
New Orleans, I love New Orleans, by the way.
Imagine
for the first time.
Oh, it's incredible. It's I wouldn't want to live there, but like fun to visit.
Fun to visit.
Yeah, but so the premise of the show is 22 people, 11 couples have been put in a house together, and they must, in order to win $1 million, each find their match by the end of the show. And so there must be 11 perfect couples matched by like algorithms and math and taking a test and scientists and stuff. So you must find your match. The thing is, when everyone gets to the house to begin with, everyone thinks they're finding their match. So they're like talking to people, they're like falling in love, right? And the thing is as you go through, they'll be, okay, here's a ceremony, sit with the person that is your match. And then lights will activate, and those lights will be like 5 of 11.
Yeah.
They don't tell which couples have matched. So everyone thinks that they're with their match. Everyone thinks that's the person. So then what happens is then people go into like a cubicle and a laser grid scans them, which is just insane. And then it tells them whether they are a match. And 90% of the time they are not a match.
They're not a match. Oh no.
Imagine that like you had met the perfect guy there and the two of you were just so in love. It's only been 3 days, but he's my match. Then you go to the thing and you're not a match. You now have to separate from that person, despite the fact that you're both like, when we're out of here, I'm gonna come for you, baby. I love you so much, right? But then you have to go actively start dating other people. So people start getting like real crazy in the head. It is awesome. It is such a good show. It's like a social experiment gone terribly wrong. I love it. It's the greatest show I've ever seen, period. Period. It's the best show on TV, hands down.
I want to watch it. Has anyone actually stayed together post the show, though? I need to know.
That's a great question.
You know great question.
Some seasons all 11 have gotten together and won.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, but also there's some seasons where this one guy in one of the seasons actively first day was like, I'm banging every girl here, dude.
Right.
And he does. And then no one wants to be his partner. No one wants to match with him. So he's actively taking the entire season. And you're like, bro, it's great. Because there's always one or two people that are like, I'm here for the $1 million. I don't care about any of these people. Let's just match up with who it says we need to match up with. And let's go home. I just want the money.
I feel like that's a smart way to play.
Which is the smart way to play. But everybody's like, no, I'm here for love.
For love.
That's because they're all like,
seriously. Yeah.
They're literally all, I think, like just turned 21.
Oh yeah.
So
emotions are high.
Oh, alcohol fueled.
Everything's real.
Like, and they pick like the most like overtly sexy people on the just show up and be like,
well, of course,
we're very little.
All of their shows are like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And you're like, go on. What's maddening is that it seems like they're setting them up for failure the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it's just these poor kids are just like, I love him. And he loves me. And then, like, they are to match. And then really quickly, like, he never loved me. And I'm like, yeah, because it's been like 2 days, y'all. That's right. He did not love you. It's been exactly 2 days.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's great. I might rewatch that. It's apparently on Paramount Plus.
I have Paramount Plus.
That's an incredible
How long are the seasons?
Like
how many episodes?
We watched it pretty
11,
quick. Yeah.
Maybe,
that's not bad.
It wasn't too bad.
That's good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I like it because there's a weird science to it.
Yeah.
And it actively plays like human emotions rather than just like, we set up some wild scenarios for the Kardashians to get into. It's like, I don't care. But watching people like realize that it's a game halfway through a game of like, I can't help that I'm in love with both of them. It's like, it's been a week. You don't love nobody. There's no love happening here.
This is not love.
Yeah.
This is not love.
But
you have so much to learn,
wild.
little one.
Yeah, it's wild to watch. And then there's also, people who are just like, when this is done, I'll find you out there in the world. I'll have my $1 million and I'll find you. And it's like, yeah, I bet you will.
Sure, bro. Okay.
Yeah, right. You probably have a girlfriend waiting back home already.
Oh,
honest to God, I'm convinced that's most of it.
Probably most of them.
There's one guy, I think it's in that season, where he's like, yeah, I'm trying to find my match. But he's actively dating or did date a girl from the previous season. So they just bring that girl onto the show. And I'm like,
yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
Drama.
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. I'm going to watch it.
E-Money.
I love that sort of stuff. I watched...
You got to watch for E-Money. He raps.
E-Money. Is this
guy?
Yeah,
there's a dude named E-Money. He looks like he's too old to be even on the show. I feel like he's a plant by MTV because he doesn't fit with anyone else, but he raps. And he's great. And I love E-Money. I love him.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm just looking at the cast right now.
People. Yeah.
Yeah. I am convinced. Like, I watched, what was it? Love is Blind. And then, like, first season, it was like everyone was taking it seriously. Like, they're looking to settle down. And then second, obviously the show got popular. So then every season following that, it was just people going on there to like show off their talents or their company or like get clout or get social following. Yeah. Like they didn't care at that point. So
I think people only watch for like, is that the show where where they do the segments where everyone just like dishes the hot tea on all their like
at the end with the reunion?
Yes. I think that's why people watch that, just for that, to be like, this actually.
Yeah.
Because
that at that point it becomes full blown reality TV, trash TV. Like
100%.
Whereas during the show, you're kind of like rooting for, you're in it for, you want them to find love, you want it to work out and stuff. And, they always talked about it as an experiment. And I think they still say that, but at this point, it's just become reality TV nonsense.
At the end, it's just like, none of it worked out and they all hate each other crazy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get them all in the same room, live in front of a studio audience to talk about everything that went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And some stuff went down this last season, too. Yeah. They're just hyping up the drama.
Yep.
But that's what it is. It's reality TV. Yeah.
Look, that's the only reason why I'm recommending Are You the One? Because that is pure drama. It's great.
Yeah.
Season 6 in particular.
Season 6. Yeah.
Only season 6. You don't need to watch any of the other seasons, just season 6. It's a perfect season of TV. It's perfect.
I'll report back. I'll let you know what I thought.
Thank you. And you'll say, wow, you were correct. What a great season of TV.
I'll be like, Jesse, you changed my life trajectory.
I'm
full blown. Just life changed forever.
Welcome. Yeah, I will just send you I'll send you like a really crappy like sparkly gift that says you're welcome.
Yeah.
Has like a little cute cat in the corner that's like
one of those like GeoCities ones. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. That's what you'll get in return.
Amazing. Yep. All right. So chat, you've got homework. We've got homework. I'm going to go rewatch that season.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to watch it.
It's fun. Yeah. But Naomi, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
This was fun. I had such a good time.
Do you want to pitch to everybody where they can find you, what you're up to, all of that sort of thing?
Yes. If you guys are into games and you like gaming news, you like to stay up to date on stuff, I have a show with iHeartRadio. It's podcast, but it's also on the radio up in Canada if you live there. But yeah, there's 20 minutes of gaming news every week that I drop on Mondays. It's also available on my YouTube channel, which is just Naomi Kyle. And it's super quick. So it's like 10 minutes of gaming news. And then we have like a 10-minute segment at the end where we kind of break down some of the stories and get a little more chatty and like, talk about our opinions about it and stuff. So you can kind of pick and choose the parts you like. And if you like opinionated stuff or if you prefer just news stuff. So yeah, it's really fun. It's a passion project of mine. I have 50 episodes. I'm already 11 episodes in. So yeah. It's going strong, and we're always and I'm always talking about it on my social channels and stuff. So yeah, be sure to check it out, subscribe, and all that stuff. And that's the best place. Follow me on YouTube. That's like primary, or Twitch. I'm also on Twitch, but
YouTube's the primary.
Yeah, I only Twitch stream like once a week now, and if ever I got back into like doing it regularly, I don't know how often you guys stream. Actually, no, Jesse, I see you live all the time. I do see you.
I wish it. Well, first off, thank you. But more importantly, I'm not nearly as live as Dodger is. That's for sure.
For real?
It's almost every
She has like a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more of like a weekend boy, like Thursday through Sunday kind of vibes.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you're crushing it.
Yeah, you are crushing it, Jesse. For real. And this show's so cool. Like you guys, I watched little snippets of stuff, and you guys just put on a good show. Yeah,
thank you. That's very sweet.
And I love that intro too. Like whatever you guys did for that, amazing. The song
That's all MegaRan.
That's all MegaRan.
So good.
Yeah,
that's all
so
MegaRan.
good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I could rewatch that a million times.
Yeah, it turned out amazing.
Everyone should.
So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to shout out, Jessup?
Yeah. Did you know that on May 21st, our game, Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder, finally comes out after many, many years in production, and it's finally coming, and you can wishlist it right now in preparation for that.
I'm going to do that right
over
now.
On Steam. We have over 200,000 wish lists. You can get on that.
What?
We would love for you to. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah, you've been talking about this for a long time.
It's finally coming out.
We have a release date. It's happening. We're very excited.
Holy cow. You guys, this is so awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
Congrats.
So good vibes. Good times.
I'm sure Jesse will put the trailer at the beginning of the VOD.
Oh, it's already there. They've already seen it. It already
happened.
But
just in case.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very excited.
Congrats, you guys.
Thank you. Speaking of the VOD, if you go looking for this later, you will find it on youtube.com/Jesse Cox. That's where all of the other Geekenders episodes are. We're also on podcast website thingies. So however you'd like to listen to us, however you'd like to ingest this weird content we make, we'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll be back next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. But have an amazing weekend, and we will see you then. So bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.